Page number 12, 10, page number 10. Okay, start. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Yamangalam dwadasai jaidayesu sadevaka Sutta nadika chandi athadai sanja mangalam Desidam deva devena sabba baba vinasanam sabba loka idathaya mangalam tampanamahe Ewa me sudam ekam samayam bhagava Sawadiyam vihārati jedavane anatha bendikasa arame Athako inyadara devata abhegandaya radiya abheganda vona kevalakabam jedavana obasidawa Yena bhagava tenubasangami ubasangamaidawa bhagavandam bhivadadawa egamandam athasi egamandam thidakho sadevada bhagavandam gathaya ajabasi Ahudeva manosacha mangalani ajendayum Agankha mana sutthana barohi mangala muddamam Asevana ja balanam Pandidanam ja sevana Puja ja puja niyanam Edam mangala muddamam Padirupa desa vasocha Bobbeja kada bunyada Ada sama banidija Edam mangala muddamam Baho sajanja saibanja Vineyoja susekhido Subhasita jaya vaja Edam mangala muddamam Madhabidu badhanam Buddha darasa sanghaho Anhagula jagamanda Edam mangala muddamam Dhananja dhammajariyaja Nyadagananja sanghaho Anavajani gamani Edam mangala muddamam Aradi viradi baba Majabana jasayamo Abama doja dhamesu Eda Mangala Mudamam Karawaja Niwa Doja Sando Tija Gatinyuda Kalena Dhamma Savanam Eda Mangala Mudamam Khandija Sawa Jasara Samana Nanja Dasanam Kalena Dhamma Sagacha Eda Mangala Mudamam Taboja Brahma Jariyanja Riya Sajana Dasanam Nibbana Sachi Kariyaja Eda Mangala Mudamam Bodhasa Loka Dhammehi Jaidan Yasana Kambati Asogan Virajan Khemam Eda Mangala Mudamam Eda Disani Gadawana Sabata Mabarajida Sabata Sotain Gachandi Dande Sam Mangala Mudamam Mangala Sodan Nati down Sadhu 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 Yesterday Sukhi Hodu what you want to know is according to Kanta's different way of definition and the word Mangala. What does the word Mangala mean according to philology, right? Yeah, you can see it now. Manga prefix and the root, primary root is lu. Lu is cutting off. Manga means also akusala. Prefix manga. Before root is prefix or prefix. Unwholesome, baba, the same meaning. Manga, baba, akusala. Yesterday, because of the time, many ways to explain. According to context, not only the word Mangala, but also other Pali words. According to context, it's not enough to translate in only English word and also other words. So we have to understand about the meaning of the Pali word according to context, according to where it is used. Apachai. In Thai language, apachai. Actually, in Pali, what pachaya? Pachaya means, in English, suffix. Like a Buddhism, Buddha, primary root. Ism, English suffix. Or Buddhist, or Korean. Korea, the name of country, Korean nationality, and is English suffix. This is according to philology, science of language, the same. Here, manga. Manga means akusala, the same, evil state, the state of evil things, evil one, unwholesome, unbeneficial. According to Buddhist cosmology, 31 planes, already know that. Brahma 20, Devada 6, 26. And mankind 1. The other is the lower direction, the fourfold woeful states. So, which leads to reborn in the woeful states. This unwholesome akusala. The state of unwholesome, unbeneficial. So, lu, in Pali, ludat, dadu, ludat. Dat means primary roots. What does really mean? Lu means in English, cutting off. And apachaya, a suffix, a apachaya. So the three parts of a single word, the combination word. You can see when you read about the Pali word, mostly a combination word. Because of root language. Here, preface manga is awesome. Akusala or papa chita. Akusala chitas and beneficial qualities. Subject to leading to the lower direction. The lower direction. That is to say, the fourfold woeful state. So, whenever we do what is unbeneficial, what is bad, that situation, that state of mind, that state of unbeneficial mind, unbeneficial consciousness leads to reborn in lower state. You see it's a little by little, how to shift intention. It depends on intention. We need to check out unwholesome, unwise attention or wise attention. Without learning about the good qualities about the mind, Sapurisa Dhamma, we cannot know. Mostly root in unwholesome root. Three kinds of unwholesome root. You already know: Rapa, Dosa, Moha. Greed, hatred, and delusion. There is a kind of proximate cause. The three kinds of unwholesome roots: greed, hatred, and delusion, proximate cause for leading to lower states, lower direction, to reborn in the four woeful states. So here, root dot, primary root, loop, cutting off. What is cut? Cut off. Cutting off the unwholesome state, subject to leading of the lower direction, reborn in the four woeful states. That's when, as a single word, according to the commentary, the commentator said that the causes that can make a person to grow, or the causes that leads to a successful life, or the causes that can make us fear, or that can make us fear to have everything we want. Nobody wants to go that unbeneficial state. Think about it. That's why Mangala, the word Mangala, or the teachings of Mangala, or the qualities of Mangala, the capacity of Mangala makes us to stop reborn and lower direction, and to make us to reborn in higher stage of spiritual attainment, human realm, celestial realm, and divine abode. Just two things, opposite sides, opposite quality. We need to change it or shift intention. In every single moment, how we know shift intention? From the Buddhist perspective, when we say we are doing good, that is to say, we never take the way to depravity. We are abstaining from killing physically. This is a physical conduct. Good conduct. We can know. Whenever you are, wherever you are, whatever you do, you don't do killing. That is shift intention. Did that make sense? That is shift intention. You are taking the way to wholesome states, kusala. But your responsibility is not to shift intentions. You just need to keep going on the higher stage of spiritual attainment by means of doing the good qualities about the mind. Here, Mangala means, according to philology, we can divide it 3 parts. That's a natural science of philology, science of language. Manga refers unwholesome, akusala, bad things, bad qualities, and beneficial qualities. Ludat, cutting off. Because the state of unwholesome qualities subject to leading. Subject to leading off, or leading to reborn in lower direction. And also, any kinds of akusala chitta, any kinds of unwholesome state, unwholesome consciousness make us to accumulate the vast adversity, dukkha, anxiety, worry, distrust, distraction. Just checking out the qualities about the mind, bad or good. That is shift intention in our present day life, in every single moment. Now you are listening to the Dhamma. Your mind is aware of what I'm saying, comparing to good and bad, good qualities and bad qualities, different direction. Just knowing is important. The two kinds of qualities. The bad quality is leading to downward, lower direction. And also, the good qualities about the mind, wholesome qualities, kusala citta, leading to upper and upper, the higher stage of spiritual attainment. Mundane and supramundane, loki or lokottara. That's why, according to Candace, a single word in Pali, to explain about it, we have to take time. Yesterday, I don't have enough to explain because of the time. Not only the word Mangala, but also any kinds of Pali word. Really amazing. Mostly combination word. Compound, the compound word. So the blessing or auspiciousness, mangalas, the word mangalas or the qualities of mangala makes us to accumulate wholesome unification of consciousness. To keep going on, upper and upper, higher and higher, to gain pinnacle point. The tip of life standards, or life status, or standards. Now you have already samadhi, right understanding, but different level. In Bali, Kammasakata Samadhi. The ownership of Kama. You have already. You have already. You can distinguish what is bad and what is good. You have already. That's samadhi kusala citta. The starting point or to open the new possibilities. That's why I usually say that what I'm saying, shift intention, that's it. This is Kammasakata Samadhi before gaining jhana samadhi. It's close to, but you need to take time to accumulate wholesome unification of consciousness. By means of using formal meditation practice. Not just talk. Practical applications. Clinical applications of mindfulness in our present-day life. How to make it natural in our mind, to gain the good qualities of the mind, wholesome qualities of the mind. Shift intention, different level. Jhana samadhi, so higher stage of spiritual level. At that time, ekagata, steadfast. The mind is so steadfast, without moving elsewhere. And also, already keeping far away from obstacles, any kinds of obstacles, hindrances. At that stage of spiritual qualities, you can feel just jhana ecstasy, the whole body. Like I said yesterday, remember, the capillaries are so fresh, so brilliant, because of pure. In Pali, Citta Rupa, consciousness born in, Rupa, materiality born in, Citta, or consciousness, purity of consciousness, purity of mind, Citta Visuddhi, in Pali. The same. Shift intention, different level, right? Different level. Because at that time, the mind, the state of mind is able to flexible. Malleable. So, leading to higher and higher, kusala citta. Different direction. Different direction. Because of them, that makes us, the good qualities about the mind, kusala citta, makes us back into touch with our own wisdom and vitality. That wisdom, not only normal wisdom, it's not normal wisdom. That wisdom, special wisdom, that separates from meditation, accumulating wholesome unification of consciousness, purity of mind. That's why the body capillaries totally change according to science, medical science, or neurological science or neurology or neurological perspective. Especially in America, Berkeley University, they already found it. Maybe some of you already heard about it. The Buddha's brain. Did you read about it? Read about it? One of American authors, PhDs, already you can read about it. Illustration, the figure, how to change according to science of neurology. The Buddha already explained. Significant Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya, already explained. How is the tremendous change in our body? By means of using the good qualities about the mind, kusala citta, especially meditation power, already explained. That's why yesterday I understand what you mean. You understand according to philological perspective, science of philology, science of language. You want to know what does the word Mangala means, right? But this is a single this is according to context, explaining a single way, in a single way. And the other ways, many according to context. But here is enough for you about this word. According to level, according to spiritual level, according to context, many explanation, definition, syllable, make it just subdivided. Make it subdivided, or and then manga, ma, ga, ma and ga, the high level. But you need to take time learning about special class, especially philology, science of language, especially in Pali language or Sanskrit style languages. So, shifting attention is Now you are already shifting intention. Your intention is Yoniso Manasikara, listening to the Dharma, discussing the Dharma, and scrutinize, distinguish what is good qualities about the mind, what is bad qualities about the mind. This is according to Kamasakada Samadhi level. And Jhana Samadhi level, you can know it clearly by yourself. No other people. How your mind is fresher and fresher, lighter and lighter. How is it malleable or flexible? Because of jhana power, jhana ecstasy, the luminous presence of mind. Other way, the higher stage of spiritual quality, spiritual level, you can gain. Everybody you can gain by means of their own effort. That's it. So manga boba or preface manga ludat root lu or apachai. So combination as a we got as a single word, combination compound word. Mangala means subject to cutting off unwholesome qualities. Subject to leading or reborn lower direction, lower states. How to stop samsara? How to stop the wrong or repeated birth and death? Think about it. We have to firstly cut off lower direction according to Buddhist cosmology. A psycho-cosmic topography of Buddhist universe, especially Abhidhamma Vibhanga. Abhidhamma Vibhanga. The analysis of Dhamma, the analysis of Abhidhamma. The analysis of Abhidhamma means the analysis of our lives. The same. Our body is service to Abhidhamma. Our life is service to Abhidhamma. The book is just record. Generation for the generation to generation. To learn about it. Just describing about what we are. According to the 7 kinds of the treatise of Abhidhamma. Dhammasangani Vibhanga, Bhagavabhanyati, something like that. Or Patthana Jamaka. Really amazing. That is simply about describing, displaying what we are. 2 kinds of direction, lower direction and upper directions. And also how to gain one after another spiritual level. It depends on our own effort. By means of making our own island. Making an island to ourselves without looking to any external authority. So now we can move on the story today. The same story, big story, but different episodes. Really amazing, really beneficial. So yesterday, in the city of Kosambi, how many rich men? Remember? Did you remember? 3. Yeah, 3. Thank you so much. That rich man, 3 rich men, are devoted to Buddha's sasana, the Buddha's teaching, and the Buddha and the venerable Sangha member, all the venerable Sangha members. That's why they support it by means of using their benevolence, Jidana, Kusala Jidana. So generous kind. That's why they made the temple, 3 temples. Their names are Kosaka. The temple made by Kosaka is Kosita Rama. The temple for living for the Buddha and all the venerable Sangha members. And the second temple, Kokuta, the temple made by Kokuta, the rich man. So Kokuta Rama. The last one is Pawarika. The temple made by Pawarika, the rich man. And the name of monastery is Pawarika Rama. The Arama means the location, the place or center. So they give every day alms food, dana, charity for the Buddha and all the venerable Sangha members. Every day. And they have one servant. His name is Sumana, florist, who usually makes garland for the rich man. Every day is the Sumana florist wanted to offer alms food by himself for the Buddha and all the venerable Sangha members. Because he usually see his rich man every day give charities, alms food for the Buddha and all the venerable Sangha members. He wanted to donate by himself. That's why he requested, "Oh, sir, give me a chance to donate by myself at my home, like you." "Okay, no problem. You can do it." And then he got a chance to give charities or alms food for the Buddha and all the venerable Sangha members. And one lady who usually come to purchase or buy his flowers from the palace, Magandhi, who lives in Magandhi, but different. You remember yesterday what I said? The 3 queens of Udena, the King Udena. The King Udena has 3 beautiful queens. The one is never got involved in this story, Vasula Dada. Just 2 and 3, Magandhi and Samawati. Samaravati is a central figure about the good qualities about the mind. And Magandhi, central figure about bad qualities about the mind. So two different spiritual paths. Direction, two different directions, taking the way to Magandhi and Samaravati, two different directions and two different intention. Why is it attention? Two different intention and attention. Yoniso manasikara, ayoniso manasikara. The name is Kochodara, who has to every day who has to purchase flowers at the house of Sumana florist. The Kochodara is a servant for Samavati, the Queen Samavati and her 500 of companions. The King Udena usually give her $8 for flowers in every day. So Kochodara, she has to go to buy it, flowers. Here, I need to explain Kochodara. What does it mean, Kochodara? Kocha Odara. Kocha means hunchback. Odara means her name. Hunchback. So Kochodara, hunchback. Servant, as a servant. Here, really interesting story, beneficial. So one day, he usually go to Sumana house, florist. Sumana florist house to get flowers. At that time, coincidence. Sumana house, the Buddha's coming with the Sangha members. Sumana offers the Buddhas and Sangha members food, flowers, alms food and flowers, water, pure water. That time Kochodara arrived at Sumana's house. Sir, let me get flowers regularly and take. Okay, 1 second please. Because the Buddha and Sangha members already, I need to offer my flowers firstly. Please 1 second. And waiting for that, the lady, Kochodara, has a chance to listen to the Dhamma given by the Buddha. You see, shift intention. It's very important. And firstly, before taking flowers, she has a chance to listen to the Dhamma together. After giving the Dhamma, listening to the Dhamma, her life is tremendous change. She gained Sotapanna because of listening to the Dhamma. Sotapanna, the stream enterer, the stream tree. The first stage of enlightenment, the noble ones. You already know that. Her physical condition is hunchback. Social status is servant. Anyone can gain their own liberation by means of their own effort. This point, you can see. After giving Dhamma to us, listening to Dhamma, we take regularly, she take flowers and go back to the palace and give the queens Samavati. Samavati is so surprised. Why? What happened today? The flowers unlike before. The flowers many. What happened? Kochodara. Told the queens open-mindedly. Actually, every day the kings give me $8 for flowers. In the previous days, I took $4 for me. I just used $4 for flowers. That's why the flowers is different. Usually, the King Udena gave her $8 per day for flowers, but she took half, $4. See, tremendous change. Her life. Because what she found is new morality, purity of mind, wisdom. That separates from inside meditation by means of listening to the Dhamma. Panti Dananja Sevana. Giving the Buddha. Before listening to the Dhamma, what she did? Stealing $4 for flowers given by the King Udena. That leads to lower direction. Shift intention. Think about it. Her life is physical condition, hunchback. Social status as a servant, as a servant, just attendant. And after speaking out honestly, the queens remain silent without blaming anything, Samavati, about stealing $4. Without blaming anything, without condemning anything about stealing. Because of her honesty, to be honest, she confessed. Kochodara, servant, social status servant. The life is tremendous change. That's why in the duration of meditation, the good qualities of the mind, naturally, there is a great transformation taking place. power of Dharma, the power of wholesome state, wholesome quality. Naturally, there is a great transformation taking place. So, Kochodara, she has gained tremendous change her life. She said, noble one, stream Antara, Sotapanna, and blood. She enjoy any time. No more back into lower direction. That is how to deal with samsara, suffering, round of repeated birth and death. Think about it. Without closing, without blockage of lower direction, what is beneficial? Nothing beneficial for us, wherever we are. Kama loka, rupa loka, arupa loka. We come back into reborn in lower states. So it is about establishing behavior norms and values. In one Sutta, I found that Sodawa Dhammam Vijanandi Narakalayana Babakam. Listening to the Dharma given by the Buddha, people and other beings, is about to distinguish what is good and what is bad, what is beneficial and what is unbeneficial. Asodawa Dhammam Vijanandi Narakalayana Babakam. Without listening to the Dharma, without having a chance to listen to the Dharma, without having a chance for listening to the Dharma given by the Buddha, nobody can distinguish what is beneficial, what is unbeneficial. Now you can see that the life of Kochodara, who is a servant, her life is truly changed. Before listening to the Dharma, what she made it is akusala. Every day, $4. Take it out, $4. Akusala, kama. And after listening to drama, her life is totally changed, tremendous change. Spiritual level, the higher stage of spiritual level, the first stage of enlightenment, the noble qualities, the noble ones. No more back into reborn in the four woeful states. And they keep going on higher and higher, potentially to keep going on higher and higher stage. And the final state is Arahant. How nice. Just within a short time, listening to Dhamma. Think about it. Then he explained what's happening before and after. before and after what she made. And the queen Samawati, nothing to condemn, nothing to blame. Okay, if you really gain Sotapanna, you have to share me. Share it with me and my friends, 500 of my companions. Okay. Firstly, before sharing my knowledge of Dhamma, you help me taking a shower, taking a bath, my body. Social status, tremendous change. Originally, she is a servant. But at the time, after listening to Dhamma, no, social status has changed. And gave the nice place, make his nice seat clearly. The queen by herself, together with her 500 of companions. And I give pure garment, like a white color. And they wholeheartedly listen to the Dhamma given by their servant, Kochodara, Sotapanna, the noble ones, one of the noble ones. What happened after listening to Dhamma? Samawati and her 500 of companions changed their life. The same, they have gained Sotapanna. What kind of power? The power of Kusala Chitta, Dhamma, Sapurisa Dhamma, the sublime Dhamma, the sublime teaching. Pandidananja Sevana. Change. And Kochodara is known as the Buddha declared the foremost his female lay people, especially in much learning about the knowledge of Dhamma, Tripitaka. Samawati is known as the foremost his female lay peoples, especially in the practice of loving kindness, meditation, metta bhavana. Change. Different direction. Ayonisamanasikara, the proximate cause of akusala citta. And wise attention makes us to be reborn in lower direction. The Four Noble States. No more stopping. Again, time and time again, wandering existence one after another. It's terrible. That's why I usually say that what is foolish? Inside, it's different tension. We need to ask ourselves, we really love me, right? Ourselves? We really love ourselves? What should we do? What should we have? If we really love ourselves, what should we have? Wise attention. Yoniso manasikara. We cannot describe it as a word. Kama vipaga ajindiyo. We cannot think about the result or the outcome of karma, action, volitional activities, intentional action. Here, you can get a good look at back into Kojodara's past life. Why she has hunchback physical condition. Why she is a servant of others. Why she get the foremost, the Buddha's female lay persons. Among females, the Buddha's disciples. We need to get a look at back into her past life, right? Because of in Bali, Bhatana Anandara Pachai, na interboard, the process of na interboards, qualities. Like a spinning around nucleus, electron spinning around nucleus in the lab room, which never rests. That process is Anandara Pachai in Pasathai, Thai language. Anandara Pachayo. In Bali, Purima Kusala Dhamma, Pachimana Kusala Dhamma, Anandara Pachayina Pachayo. Samanandara Pachayina Pachayo. Which never rests. Like a learn the qualities, the process of the good qualities about the mind, the process of the evil qualities about the mind, spinning around like an electron spinning around nucleus, which never rests, but never the same from one moment to the next. That's why samsara, make us samsaras, the wrong or repeated birth and death. Wherever we are, wherever we go, we have at the end point of the life, we have already settlement. We have already tomb. We have already tomb, cemetery. If we gain Rupa and Arupa, Loka, that is a Rupa cemetery already, Arupa cemetery already. Nothing much special for us. So wherever we are, wherever we go. That's why the Buddha said that wandering about, wandering, turning towards one after another existence, which never rests. That's terrible. That's suffering. Nothing much special for us. Just different name of cemetery. When we were born in /war, that's a / already cemetery. The name of / cemetery. A human war, the name of human cemetery. A Brahma war, Brahma cemetery. That's it. Nothing much special for us. That's why we should have, in every single moment, we should have wise attention, yoniso manasikara, the proximate cause of the good qualities about the mind. Taking the way to higher and higher to gain pinnacle point. Our spiritual level, we can gain. Eventually, we can gain our own liberation, the final state of Arahant. Here, Kochudara. Social status is lower. Servant. And physical condition? Hunchback. So in our past life, what she did? Hunchback. She met Pachika Buddha. She met Pachika Buddha. She usually offered the food and for kinds of requests or some requests, especially alms food, to offer Pachika Buddhas. At the life, she making of Pachika Buddha, making fun of Pachika Buddha. Making fun of Pachika Buddha. That's why she will become a hunchback. And also, relating to Pachika Buddha, ups and downs, both sides. She got ups and downs, bad and good, both sides relating to Pachika Buddhas. Because of supporting to the Pachika Buddha with the 4 requisites, especially alms food. That's why she became the foremost among female, the Buddha's disciples. The foremost of the Buddha's among female disciples, especially in much learning about Tripitaka, Dhamma, general knowledge of Dhamma, Tripitaka. And she has the exceptional memory and repeated discourse, the teachings in detail. That's why after her sharing knowledge of Dhamma, the queens and 500 of companions already gained Sotapanna. Social status is servant. Physical condition is a hunchback. But after changes her lives, the queens and 500 of companions. Her students, think about it, the power of Kusala Dhamma, the power of wholesome Dhammas, the sublime Dhamma. Different attention, different attention. Asevana cha balana, panditana cha sevana, puja cha puja neyana, edam mangala motamam. Asevana cha balana, edam mangala motamam. Panditana cha sevana, edam mangala motamam. Puja cha puja neyana, edam mangala motamam. You see, why is it called Ita Mangala Mottama, life's highest blessing? You see, totally changed. Before listening to the Dhamma and before and after listening to the Dhamma. They have inner great transformation, inner peace. And they find out who we are. Who they are, what they are. They found out what they are. The huh? Huh?
He's physically handicapped. She was physically
that's a good point. That,
You're not physically handicapped.
yeah. That's a good point.
You make more harder.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I already told you. For my life, she was making fun of Pachika Buddhas. Pachika Buddha. That's a kusala or akusala. Akusala. Any kinds of qualities cost and effort already. Good or bad? Did that make sense? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Physical condition. Her physical condition hunchback. Why? Because of her past life. Akusala, karma. Making fun of Pachika Buddha, a silent Buddha who cannot propagate the knowledge of Dharma. Pachika Buddha cannot propagate the knowledge of Dharma. Just silent Buddha. Think about it. She making fun of. Joking. You understand? Making fun and joking. That joking is as a result. The outcome of her outcome of bad karma, bad action, bad action. Huh? Huh?
We don't have handicap.
Yeah.
We are in a better position.
Different personal karma, different personal disposition, different personal preference. It cannot be the same one to another. Karma, past karma and present karma, different. That's why we cannot the same. That's naturally. Câu châu đó.
Different from her. What she made, she shift the location. But we need to shift the location. How?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Everybody's different.
Yeah. That's a good point. Now we are talking about her former life, okay? Why? Yeah, the same question. Yeah, your question. Yeah, thank you so much. Because of the process of mental energy, Pachika Buddhas, high qualities, and her former lives, and present life, Sabinyuta Buddha, different, right? Because different person qualities, Buddha Guna, Anando, the qualities about the immeasurable qualities, the incomparable qualities of Buddha is uncountable. That's why. And also, she gave already in our former life, Pachika Buddha, supported by the four requisites. And every day, and also related to the Pachika Buddha, because she was a younger. In her younger days, she's making fun of Pachika Buddha. That's why she was born in as a hunchback. That's akusala karma vipaka. The good result is she became a white knowledge. She had a wise knowledge of Dhamma. Different. The qualities of evil karma, the qualities of wholesome karma. Only single one, right? Only single one. That's the same question. Your question. What you mean is this point. Because of karma, volitional activity or intentional action. Intentional action, volitional activity. You can see, it is simply about establishing specific behavior norms, and value Physical condition is a lower value, right? Because of the outcome of akusala karma. And the knowledge, about how knowledge is high qualities. That's all. Specific. It's about specific establishing specific behavior norms and values. Honoring the worthy. Supported to the Pachika Buddha. Honoring the worthy, seeking wisdom. Seeking wisdom, listening to the Dharma. But Pachika Buddha cannot propagate the knowledge of Dhammas. But Sammasambuddhas, in our final life, as a servant, he had a chance to listen to the Dhamma in person, giving him the Buddha. So, seeking wisdom, avoiding harmful influences. Before listening to Dhamma, she steal. She had a stealing. She had a stealing of $4 for flowers every day. But after listening to Dhamma, she had avoiding harmful influences that have created a harmonious or productive society where she lives in, or community where she lives in. Think about it. Totally change. It has everything to do with living in harmony with oneself, with herself, and with the world. Her communities are all palace, especially Samawadi and 500 Soham. 500 of companions, the best friends. See, Asevana Chapalana, why is it called Eta Mangala Motama? Not to associate with who is life-size blessing. So why is it called life-size blessing? Life's supreme, ultimate blessing, auspiciousness. Pandita Nanja Sevana, to associate with the wise, is life-size blessing. Why is it called life-size blessing? You can see that. The power of wholesome state and unwholesome state. Totally different. Different direction. The state of the wholesome qualities can give you steadfast belief. Unwavering belief, confidence. It is the way to charge out the direction, the qualities of your own lives. Right away. Because the qualities are flowing like a river, like a water in the river, fluxing, which never rusts. The qualities. And also the same science example, like an electron spinning around the nucleus, which never rusts. And also the Buddha say that usually it's an departure and sort of years, the qualities. The process of physical or especially physical or and spiritual qualities. Always fluxes. Isn't a state always in a personal way, which never rests, or never the same from one moment to the next. So deeply, because of higher stage of spiritual level. Anyway, no matter how high, we have to start. First step. We have to start first step. The same yoniso manasikara can make us tremendous change. Higher and higher, higher, and all the way to gain, all the way to our successful life. All the way. How nice. Wise attention. And also you can, now that we do think about it, we can see the awareness, say, mindfulness.
The examples, few examples you are giving us, they are changing tremendously. But we don't get only tremendous change. We can also change it gradually.
Yeah,
Yes.
tremendous change is what I mean is just different before listening to drama and after listening to drama. That is that point. Yeah, what you mean is another point. Yeah, I got you. I understand what you mean. Yeah. The way to practice is very simple. It's not easy, but never say never. Naturally, it's a systematic process of gradual purification, which requires patience, persistence, and dedication. But what I mean is, tremendous change means before and after listening to drama. Before listening to the drama, Kojodara usually take $4. That's a good or bad? Good or bad? See, stealing is good or bad? Akusala or kuso? Wholesome or unwholesome? Unwholesome. That's why that points. I'm talking about tremendous change. What you mean is the way to practice systematic process of, because her parami, her perfection has already enough of my life. By me supporting to Pachika Buddhas. Yeah, different point. That we can say that in Bali, Pandita Nanja Sevana. Pachika Buddha Pandita or not? Pandita. Sambasambuddha, Sapinyuta Jnana, who has possessed of omniscience. Everything knowing. There is a Pandita or not? Pandita. Pandita Nanja Sevana. The same meaning, including belonging to the word Pandita. Here we are learning about, discussing about Mangala Suttas. The same meaning. Different status name. Different status name. The Buddha is, Vajika Buddha is Pandita. And also Sapinyuta Buddha is Pandita. That's why Pandita Nanja Sevana. She met in person, both of them, Vajika Buddha in our past life and in our final life, Sammasambuddha in person. She has a chance to meet, see Sammasambuddha in person by herself. And also he had a chance to listen to Dhamma, directly listening to Dhamma. Different opportunity, ability and opportunity balance. Somebody, did I make sense? Right? So, cause and effort. Cause and effort. Cause and effort.
Because we couldn't meet the Pandita, we haven't met Pandita yet. That's why.
No. Different level. What I'm telling you, you need that. Whenever you have Yonisa Manasikara, the cause, you will be the wise. You can be the wise. But You need to accumulate regularly of formal meditation practice. You can't be. Because of different level, you don't understand clearly. Because of different level. Kamasakata.
So what I mean is, we haven't
We cannot.
we haven't followed the sadhana. Even we,
Yeah.
we have been following dhamma,
Uh-huh.
but we haven't following sadhana.
I know what you mean. Because of time process, we are not sure not to meet a bandita, not to approach bandita. We are not sure because of time process. Think about it. It depends on situation that has prepared or does not prepare. Even though there is a pandita, we met or we meet. But if we don't have a situation that's not prepared, we cannot gain some benefits from them, from pandita. Think about it. That's why it depends on time process. We're not sure definitely not to meet, not to see pandita, right? We cannot say definitely, right? Actually, a lot of wise men, especially in my experience in America, a lot of wise men, a lot of wise ladies. Think about it. All around the world. Think about it. They so respect. Not only Buddhists, but also non-Buddhists. They are non-Buddhists mostly in America. Mutual respect already. People are precious. Just sharing how to make it prepare. Whatever we do, we need to be prepared to share knowledge of Dhamma, sublime doctrines, sublime teachings. The good qualities about the mind. As a universal message without discriminating. In America, many. My yogis are Islamic, mostly Islam, yogis. But support, donor is Asian people. But yogis are mostly medical doctors, chiropractors, tycoons, businessmen. That's my yogis. And online teaching 12 years ago. I did online teaching about good answer, good question. Tirawara way. That's not Asian people. That's not Buddhist people, non-Buddhist. But they are so generous, so generous kind, so knowledgeable ones. So we cannot definitely say we don't meet the bandita. It depends on situation that's prepared, already prepared, and not prepared. That's it.
Two, 3 years ago, when I was listening to Dhamma talk of the Korean, this Ajahn Panyamal, is almost Sotapanna level. When I had, what is it? Because also he's practicing the Maharshi meditation. Now, these days when I heard his Dhamma talk, I can understand more than clearly. Means if I want to meet the wise Pandita, I have to do it. If I want to follow.
But I understand what you mean. But how you waiting for? It's very important. You need to check out the way to wait for. Just talk. You waiting for by just talking or practicing? Learn by practicing. The Buddhist way is especially Theravada. I'm not qualifying to talk about any other religion, but Theravada way, I definitely can say, I definitely say, they are say, learn by practicing. Not only learning, but also practicing simultaneously. That's why I can say. Because I'm a Buddhist, I'm a Theravada monk. I'm a Southern school. I'm a student from Southern school, not Northern school. That's why I'm not qualified to talk about any other religion. But in Buddhist Theravada way, I can say that. Learn by practicing. Not only just talk, not just talk, not enough. Learn by practicing. Think about it. Different period, age, at the lifetime of the Buddha. No need to learn about study Pariyati, just language understanding. All the time in here, many languages, many different languages. All the time. Since the lifetime of the Buddha up to now, pra-Indian, they know where. Different separate languages. They know where. But that's why they clearly understand directly listening to the Dhamma. No need to take time, especially to study about Pariyati, learning, study, subject. Think about it. That's why it depends on the experiential emphasis on the human effort, on our own capacities, on your own capacity to liberate ourselves yourself. In America, some of yogis end up from the most vulnerable part of Seattle. They are already gained to some extent, according to their experiential emphasis on their human effort, on their own capacity to liberate themselves. Yeah. Already. Some are, I noticed that one of the ladies, she's a Persian. I told you, Buddhism and Buddhism, the word Buddhism and Buddhism, that is English word. In the Tripitaka, original word is Samadhi, right understanding, right view, not religion. Buddhism is a very practical way. A very practical way. That's why in Buddhist, as a Buddhist monk, we have no discrimination, any religion, any social status. Because the starting point of Buddhism is the understanding, the truth, based on human qualities, not Buddhist. It has nothing to do with the Buddhism per se, or with becoming a Buddhist. The natural process of mindfulness, the good qualities of the mind, which profound, relevant for our present-day life. Nothing discriminating. So the good qualities about the mind, how to shift tension, that's it. Yoniso manasikara and ayoniso manasikara. This is very important. That's why we can say that about the sublime doctrines, the sublime teachings, in accordance with the Buddha's teachings. A very practical way. Depends on human effort by means of using pedagogical techniques of monastic education. I told you, right? Achila Kassapa totally changed. Totally changed. because of Kalyana Metta. Naked ascetics. Even now, up to now, you can see it inside India. You can see there, naked person ascetics. Think about it. Many. I just only want to tell you. I want to let you know. I let you know. In Massachusetts, America, Boston, where is Harvard University. Every year, Go Inga, meditation retreat. It's not easy to book in. It's not easy to reservation. But for 3 years, 10 days retreats is not easy for 3 years. Some secluded place. What I'm let you know is a lot of wise men, a lot of wise ladies making a good try to keep going on universal message. A lot of wise ladies in the West, especially, I would like you to know that they are not Buddhist. It doesn't matter. Buddhist or non-Buddhist or not, it doesn't matter. Based on human qualities in Buddha's teaching. You can see the Buddhist and the word Buddhist and Buddhism is not Pali word. That is, according to philological perspective, that is English word. English name it is called it. Originally in the Tibeticans, we don't see Buddhist and Buddhism. It's just some deity, right view, right understanding about what we are. Here, tremendous change before listening to drama, Kochotara's life. It's simply about establishing specific behavior norms and values, honoring the worthy, seeking wisdom, avoiding harmful influences. After listening to drama, no more take what's not given. No more taking. She honestly speak up. She honestly spoke. Yeah. In previous, my habit is so bad. I usually take $4 for flowers. That's why the flower is a little bit. Today, my life is tremendous change. Situations. Think about it. Human power. I usually, so Sandetiko always say that. Swakada Bhagavata Dhammo, Sandetiko. It is realized by oneself. It is definitely gained by human power. Think about it. You can see that the meaning of samadhi, right understanding, right view, nothing blaming, nothing to blame, nothing to condemn anyone. That is samadhi. The foundational ethic qualities of the Buddha's teaching. What we need to discriminate, nothing. That's why I usually say Mahayana or Theravada Buddhists, just different southern and northern, just different study Pali language and Sanskrit language. But we have the same basic aim, final liberation. Just different how to approach a study or teaching. Just different how to approach a study or teaching. You have a lot of experience about your life in your culture, Korean culture, but different how to approach is study your teaching. That's it. Nothing to blame, nothing to condemn. That is the key to liberation, especially for the Buddha. The key to liberation is moral purity and right understanding, clear comprehension. It has everything to do with questioning our view of the world, and our place in it. In Pali, how many lokas? How many lokas? Sankhara loka, Saddha loka, Okasa lokas. In our own lives is Okasa loka. Sankhara loka is related to everything. Especially that word is English wise man say that. Oh, so difficult to translate because related to Paticcasamuppada, depending on origination. English wise man. They say that by sab. They say by sab. Oh, this word, this sankhara, the Pali word sankhara is difficult to translate. Related to Paticcasamuppada, depending on origination. It's not enough mental formation. Seriously. Right? Seriously. So a lot of wise men around the world, not only Western, but also Asian. A lot of wise men. Seriously. So, Kojodara, for my lives, why? In our final life, when she was a servant. At the lifetime of Kassapa Buddha, she met Bhikkhuni, who has passed away at the mental time, is Arahant. Bhikkhuni Arahant. The Bhikkhuni Arahants are familiar with each other. One day, in the evening, Bhikkhuni go into her house to give some meditation or to teach some meditation. At that time, Kojodara was a younger, maybe teenager. And when she see Bhikkhuni, that Bhikkhuni at her hand, she looking at a mirror. And her makeup box is far away from her. So familiar with each other. That's why she's not afraid of asking to bring the makeup box. Excuse me, can you give it to me? That bhikkhuni is at hand. According to moral discipline, we cannot make them done something for us. Think about it. We cannot command, we cannot ask anything from them for us, for personality. But at that time, maybe she's a teenager looking at mirror. And she needs some put makeup. But her makeup box is far away from her. At that time, she asked, excuse me, can you give it to me? So the Arahant Bhikkhuni thought, if I decline, she get mad. upset and akusala citta. She may be mistake about me, upon me. If she is some mistake upon me, as a result, she will reborn in hell. Because asking is wholesome or unwholesome, yoniso manasikara or ayoniso manasikara. Ayoniso, direction. Bhikkhuni Arahant thought about it. If I decline, she will make a mistake. If she make mistakes something upon me, as a result, she will reborn in hell. Instead, if I follow her, if she wants, she will reborn in as a servant. Not only final life, many lives. So, Bhikkhuni Arahant, comparing to two situations. Which one is better? Hell and, reborn in hell and hunchback. Which one is better? Hunchback, physical conditions. That's why Bhikkhuni follow, she wish what she want. Okay, no problem. So bring makeup box and give it to her. That situation, regardless action, think about it. Because of qualities, spiritual qualities. Any question? 10 minutes, break time. Any question? Ajahn. Venerable Chikama. I love Chikama. Chikama Buddhist, no? Mostly Buddhist. Sakya, no? Sakya. Right? Related to Sakya, right? Right? Maybe related to Sakya. Think about it. So, you need to check out your update oneness from time to time and keep sustaining Kananawadi of awareness. Really amazing. Stability. More and more. Any question, please? Okay, I like to say that some of my experience in New York City University in the class. The teacher made question for me. Honorable sir, you are a Buddhist monk long time ago. Since you were 12 years old up to now, your company is so strong. Why? Some people are change, east and west, change, convert, religion. But your life is all the way to monastic life. Since I was 12 years old, I studied novice, became a novice, and all the way. Buddhist monk, 32 years old. How you have so strong believe in Buddhist way? Other people not unlike other people. I usually say that. Let me give you an example. You and others are in the class are Thai ladies already class. Thai ladies, Buddhist women, Buddhist lady, and teacher, Westerner teachers, American teachers, non-Buddhist, sitting together. And some pure water bottle, drinking bottle, already have an American teacher, but not in the hand of Buddhist lady, Thai lady. At that time, both of them know that, Buddhist monk, I'm getting thirsty. Both of them know that I'm get thirsty. And also, the Buddhist lady, Thai lady, she want to give the water to me, but at the present now, at the time, she has no chance. Not ready. She has not ready pure drinking water in her hand. But American teacher, non-Buddhist, already. Both of them are the same. She knows, the American ladies knows that I'm thirsty. And she wants to help me to keep water. So, where can I go to? Where can I go to? Buddhist lady or non-Buddhist lady, American teacher? Where can I go to? American to American teacher. What for? Take him water, what I need, that I need. Take him pure water that I need. Think about it. So what I take is pure water or what she take, what she believe in. What she take, what she believe in. What she believe in is non-Buddhist. What I believe in is Buddhist. Different. But what I take is what she have, water that she have. Not what she believe in. But in the Buddhist way. That is what kind of way? What kind of stuckness? Because of loving kindness, Brahma Vihara, universal, according to compassionate qualities, it make us so complicated. But Paramata Satya, according to ultimate reality, why can she give me water that I need? And Buddhist lady, the teacher, American teacher. Because of loving kindness and compassion. That's the ultimate reality. So people are precious. Where to blame? Where to condemn? What is to condemn? What is to blame? We should be together. That is the ultimate universal message. The nature of humanity. In Pali, Brahma Vihara. The practice of divine abode. Loving kindness, compassion, appreciative joy, and then equanimity. We are taking the way to universal way. Right? So I say that two kinds of power, physical power and spiritual power. Both of them are pretty much beneficial for oneself and the world. Which one is much better? Which one is more important? Material power and spiritual power. Which one is more important? Spiritual power, knowledge. Buddhism and non-Buddhism is just concept. The universal message is based on human qualities. Think about it. The technical social awareness of making good friendship. We have to get clear comprehensions by means of learning this Mangala Sutta. That is Brahmavihara. Protecting others, one protects oneself. That's a Brahmavihara. And also, I got water from non-Buddhist American teacher, the ladies. I got so fresh. And also, when she see me, I'm enjoying the waters getting so fresh. She's so glad. Appreciated joy, loving kindness, compassion. That is qualities, universal qualities about. The mind, gorgeous qualities about humanity. That's why any kinds of language concept, conventional realities makes us so confused, so complicated. Our responsibility is to learn about what is reality, what is ultimate reality. That has nothing to do with anyone, men or women. The problem is not men, not women, not Buddhist, not non-Buddhist. A lack of knowing particular pieces of information. That's a big problem as a result. From a lack of training, the good qualities about the mind, that big problem. The problem is not Buddhist, not non-Buddhist, not men, not women. Almost time's up. Idame bonyam, asawakayam, wahang hodu. Idame bonyam, nibbanasa, pacayo, hodu, mama bonya bagam, sabba sadanam, bhajimi. Desabe me samam punya bagam labandu. O happy ones and all beings, rejoice at the merit done by us, and say sadhu 3 times along with us. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much for your given time. I really appreciate that. Tomorrow, Sunday, right? Yes. Holiday, right?